Welcome. We're here live, home of your Georgia Highlands Chargers, ranked number 2 in the nation. They're taking on Central Georgia Tech today, which should prove to be a high-paced, high-level basketball game. Um, Great day, great weather outside, cool, crisp, and clear. We are about 25 seconds away from starting lineups for both teams. A lot at stake for this particular game here. It should be a slugfest. Both teams like to get up and down the court and play at a high pace, high level, a lot of intensity, and just continuous pressure on the basketball. As you've known from game one of the season, of the young season for the Chargers, they came out and full court press. So anybody and everybody that knows when you play against the Chargers, you will have to withstand that initial press that they come out with, and they continuously press you throughout the game with different looks throughout the basketball game. They have a lot of great athletes. Leading the way is Donnell Dean, a very promising guard for the Chargers, and you also have Tyleek Evans, and you have Kemont Jenkins, Kevon Davenport, just to name a few of those great, outstanding players they have on there that play at a very high level. Now we got the starting lineup for the Tigers of Central Georgia Tech. Number 4, Josh Sillett. Number 4, Josh Sillett. Number 5, Anthony Johnson. Cameron Moy, number 10. Jahir Cabeza, number 21, Jahir Cabeza. And Mike Harden, number 24. Mike Harden. That's the starting lineup for the Central Georgia Tech Tigers. Now, starting lineup for your number 2 ranked Georgia Highlands College Chargers. Number 0, Donnell Dean. Number 1, Tyleek Evans. Number 2, Paris Ballinger. Number 3, Kevon Davenport. And number 32, Kemont Jenkins. We now have the starting lineups for both teams, and we are a few minutes away from the start of this basketball game. Anytime you come to the corral, you know that you're in for a fight, and Central Georgia Tech looks as though they are ready for the challenge, and if they are not ready, they will be blown out of the gym. It's Charger time, baby. It's Chargers time. And as usual, we have Kevon Davenport on the jump ball. And it's won by the Chargers. Tyleek Evans goes up, shoots the floater, misses it, and the ball is secured by Central Georgia. And they quickly in the half court. Moving the ball around, and the Chargers with their usual man-to-man pressure, defensive intensity. Got a deflection. Ball is out of bounds off the Chargers. Tigers ball. Looks like the shot clock is down. Gonna have to get a quick one up. 3-point up, no good. Offensive rebound by Georgia Tech. And Tyleek Evans comes out of there with that loose basketball. He may be the smallest man on the court, but he probably has the biggest heart of any guy out there on the floor tonight. Or any game. There's no quit in that guy. 3-ball up and no good. Rebound. Central Georgia Tech. And they quickly into the front court. Move the ball around. They swing it from side to side to try to get dribble drive penetration. Ball goes up and good. By number 24, Mike Harden. Donnell Dean with the ball up top, swings it around quickly over to Ballinger, who miscommunication between Ballinger and Donnell Dean on that skip pass. Dean, I guess he thought the ball was going to be stolen, so he was getting back on defense, and it just sails out of bounds on him. A lot on the ball by Ballinger for the Chargers. Looks like they're going to go inside to try to go against Ballinger, but he plays some really good defense, as well as the rest of the Chargers, as they are very, very feisty, quick hands. You have to be strong with the basketball against the Chargers. And there, just like that, we have a steal by the Chargers. Ball is quickly up to Davenport. Swings it over to Jenkins, pulls up for two. Short, rebound. Davenport goes up for two. Tyleek Evans keeps that ball alive, just constantly moving, attacking the basketball, just a ball magnet. Ballinger with a lot of ball pressure. And he's right there in the pocket of the guard for Central Georgia Tech. And it looks as though Ballinger comes out to make a statement on defense by saying you're in for a long night. Oh, and we get a dunk by number 5. Anthony Johnson with the slam for Central Georgia Tech, and they have a 2-point lead. 17-10 left to go in this first quarter of play. Donnell Dean to the hole on the drive penetration, gets the ball ripped, and back out to Tyleek Evans. It's going to set up something. Tyleek goes, kicks it out to Ballinger. Ballinger for 3, no good. The Tigers are quickly back into the front court. And we get a steal. There that man again is Tyleek Evans. Dumps it off to Ballinger. Goes up and gets fouled by number 24, Mike Harden with the foul. Sending Ballinger to the line to shoot 2. 16:37 left to go in the first half. First free throw up and good. Usually when you send Ballinger to the free throw line, it's going to be 2 points because he's a really good free throw shooter. Very calmly steps up to the line and knocks the shot down. Second ball up, and just as I said, he misses the second free throw. Shot attempt up, no good. And they get another attempt. Try on the lob, but miscommunication on that lob play. Tyleek Evans goes coast to coast and lays it in for 2 points. That took all of about 2 seconds. So you have an alley-oop attempt on one side of the floor, long rebound, and Tyleek Evans goes coast to coast for an uncontested layup. Chargers with a 1-point lead, 5-4. Two points by number 5, Anthony Johnson of the Tigers with the reverse as the shot clock runs down. Tyleek dumps it off to Donnell Dean for 2. We have some substitutions on both ends of the court. Looks like Emmanuel Griggs comes in, and also Will Gibbons into the basketball game for the Chargers. Tigers are in. Get the ball stolen. Donnell Dean with the steal, and he gets fouled. The foul is on number 20, Darrell Tucker Jr. Chargers basketball. Tyleek Evans brings the ball into the front court to set up the offense. Over to Ballinger, out to Gibbons. Throws it away. Bad entry pass on that. Post pass attempt by Gibbons. Turnover. And we get a foul on number 20. Emmanuel Griggs with the foul. Sending number 20, Darrell Tucker Jr., to the line to shoot one shot to get 3 the hard way. And that was just simply a blow-by. Emmanuel Griggs got out of position defensively there, and the ball guy gets by him. We got a tie ball. Tigers basketball. Into the game is number 13, Justin Bridges, coming in for Ballinger. And on that play, we have to secure that basketball, secure that rebound on that free throw attempt. Chargers ball. Looks like Bridges got a hand on that ball to throw it off of a Tiger to get the turnover. Tyleek Evans brings the ball into the front court. Down by 1 point. He probes against the defender, dumps it off to Dean, who goes up. Mid-range shot up and no good. Rebound by the Tigers. Griggs with a better closeout that time. And we get a layup by number 2, Tyrone Young, goes strong to the hole on the baseline. Three-point shot up and good. Will Gibbons for 3. And just like that, it's a tie ball game. Have Dean. Oh, Donnell Dean with the steal. Quick hands. They had him down in the post, but he's quick-handed. And like I said earlier, you have to have some strong hands in order to play with the Chargers. Tyleek Evans drives to the lane, dumps it off to Emmanuel Griggs, who gets fouled, comes up hobbled a little bit, picks up the foul. The foul is on number 1, Andre St. Vistal. First free throw up and good. Looks like Griggs is in a lot of pain, a lot of discomfort there at the free throw line, but he knocks the first one down, and the second one is up and good. And they would get him out of the game to get him checked out. Into the game is number 4, Fritz Lucien comes in for Emmanuel Griggs. Looks like he has a stinger to a lower leg injury, and hopefully that is nothing that is serious. Quickly back down the court, number 3, Mike Harden Jr. with the layup. Looked like he may have gotten away with some steps on that play. Tyleek Evans wants to pick and roll up top. Dribbles the ball off his foot. Shakari Jones in for Tyleek Evans. 12:25 left to go in the first half, and we have a tie ball game. Quickly up and score are the Tigers. Number 20, Darrell Tucker Jr. with the lay-in. Shakari brings it across half court. And he's setting up the offense for the Chargers. Bridges catches it, goes up, takes the contact, and lays it off the glass. Justin Bridges for 2. As the Tigers beat the press, come down, and they score another layup. And I know that the Chargers coaching staff is not happy with the defense right now from the Chargers. That's 2 consecutive layups off of their pressure defense, full court. And the Tigers are coming up with a lot of defensive pressure as well. Looks like they're trying to establish post presence. Bridges goes to the left hand. Dunk attempt by Davenport is missed. And the Tigers get the rebound. Up and no good. Looks like he got fouled on the shot by number 3, Davenport. Sending Darrell Tucker Jr. to the line. And I tell you, Darrell Tucker Jr. has been a handful in this first half. He's been all over the place. Very high motor. First half, 11-10 left to go in the game. In the first half, score 16-14, and it looks as though Coach Gaffney is giving the Chargers a earful about not playing defense and just not showing up ready to play in this basketball game. But the Tigers definitely came into this game ready to play, and they have a 2-point lead. The Chargers look like they're coasting for the first 10 minutes of this game, or first 9 minutes of this game. Let's see if they can pick it up after the butt chewing of Coach Gaffney. Yeah. And I do have to agree with Coach Gaffney on that. The guys came out playing lackadaisical, no energy, and this is a very high-energy, high-level basketball team. You cannot come out playing with low energy like that and expect to win in a conference game of this caliber. Every team is gunning for you, so you have to be ready to win every single time that you step out on the court. First free throw attempt by Tucker is no good. Second free throw attempt up and no good, and he gets his own rebound. Another offensive possession for the Tigers as they move the ball around. We got a foul on number 32, Keymont Jenkins with the reach in. First shot up and good. So Tucker is back at the line. And that's right, folks. I am saying number 20. Darryl Tucker Jr., who has been a force to be reckoned with here early in this basketball game, sinks the second free throw. And like that, the Tigers have a 4-point lead on the Chargers, 18-14. Bridges kicks it over to Jenkins for three. Up and no good. Rebound Tigers. Quickly into the front court. Nearly a steal by Jenkins on the sideline. Out of bounds. Central Georgia Tech basketball. We have 10-16 left to go in the first half. 18-14 is the score. Central Georgia Tech ahead of your Georgia Highlands Chargers. Fritz Lucien with the reach-in foul. And that's the fourth team foul. First foul on Fritz. Let's see if they can bring a little more pressure and to get these guys from Central Georgia Tech to turn the ball over a couple times. And there it is. Quick turnover. Bridges goes coast to coast, goes up, misses the layup. Should have passed that one off to Fritz for the layup, but he decided to go coast to coast and left it a little short. And we get another steal. Shakari Jones comes quickly into the front court, dumps it off to Jenkins. Jenkins goes up for the layup. 2 points, Keymont Jenkins. Great steal, and that is how the Chargers play basketball. They get those stops and get those steals. They get a lot of deflections on the ball. If you make lazy passes against the Chargers, they will make you pay for it with 2 or 3 points on the other end. That time it was just a quick step in by Bridges. And there's another one by Donnell Dean. He goes up and throws it down. Two-hand stuff by Donnell Dean. And here come the Chargers. 18-18 is the score. 8:40 left to go in the first half. Quickly into the front court are the Tigers. And here comes the trap by the Chargers. And we get another steal. Shakari Jones brings it up, kicks it over to Bridges, pumps fake, takes it to the hole, and there is contact. Looks like Emmanuel Griggs is good to go. He's checking back into the game for Fritz Lucien. Also back into the game is Paris Ballinger for Justin Bridges. Donaldine has the ball up top. And Donnell Dean drives baseline, goes up, accepts the contact, and hits the lay-in, goes to the line to complete the three-point play Foul, second foul on number 24, Mike Harden, with the reach in. See if Dean can complete this three-point play, and he does. And just like that, it goes from a 4-point lead on one side to a 3-point lead on the other side in favor of the Chargers. And here they come with the pressure and another turnover. Looks like the pressure is getting to the Tigers. And I wonder if the Chargers score this basket right here, if the Tigers coach will decide to call a timeout to kind of rally the troops. Dean posts up, goes off, drops it off to Emmanuel, who cannot hang on to it, turns it over, and he's called for the block. Tries to step in there and take the charge, but it's called for the blocking foul, sending number 5, Anthony Johnson, to the line. And Emmanuel Griggs looks like he's not moving the swiftest out there after that lower leg injury that he suffered a few minutes ago. He's trying to play through it. That's his second foul, so he's having to come out of the game. It's Griggs. Fritz Lucien back into the game for the Chargers. Free throw attempt up, no good. Rebound, Chargers. Ballinger comes out of there with the rebound. Drops it off to Shikari, who will set up the offense for the Chargers. Looks like they're trying to establish Dean in the mid post there. Dumps it off to Jenkins for three. 3-ball up and no good. Probably not the shot that they were looking for at that point. But anytime Jenkins gets a wide open look like that, you want him to put it up. Let's see. They're trying to establish Tucker on the baseline. Goes up. Short corner. Elbow jump shot. Good for the Tigers. Shikari quickly back into the front court for the Chargers. Over to Ballinger and out to Donnell Dean. Let's see if they're going to run something through Dean here in the half-court set. Yep. Goes to the rack, accepts the contact, and gets fouled. Foul is on number 2, Tyrone Young. Whenever the Chargers need to get a basket, the ball goes through Mr. Zero, Donnell Dean, who is an absolute beast on the court. Knocks down the first free throw. Into the game is Kevon Davenport and Tyleek Evans back into the game for the Chargers. Jenkins and Jones come out of the game. Second free throw up and good for Dean. And here comes the pressure by the Chargers. Few rebounds, comes out to Fritz Lucien, who brings it up into the front court. He's in trouble. A lot of contact, but no foul call. Fritz turns the ball over. Tigers with the ball. Shot goes up, and he scores the basket. Number 2, Tyrone Young with the bucket. Looks like there's a lot of contact in there on that penetration by Fritz, but no call. He turns it over quickly over to Tyleek Evans, who probes the defense, goes in, passes off to Ballinger, pulls up for 2. No good. Tigers with the rebound and quickly back up the court. And the Tigers again with another offensive rebound. Well, this first half has really been up and down. Three-point shot up, no good. Dean with the rebound and pushes it up the floor. Goes coast to coast, misses, and Davenport with the put in, the follow-in dunk. We're in the front court by the Tigers. Swinging it around, looking to establish inside with Tucker. Goes up, and he is fouled on the way up. Looks like that foul is on number 4, Fritz Lucian. His second personal foul. Team 6 foul. Sending Mr. Tucker back to the line. First free throw up and good. Kemont Jenkins back in for Georgia Highlands. Also, number 23 and 24, Sheldon Williams and Mike Harden in for the Tigers, and Will Gibbons in for the Chargers. Look like both teams are going small here. 4:38 left to go in the game, and we have a tie ball game. Which is though both teams are going small. Over to Ballinger for three. Three ball up and good. That's one thing you cannot do is let him get his feet set and get a wide open look at the basket. A near steal by the Chargers, and they do get a steal. Tyleik Evans goes up, scores the basket off the steal. Just like that. And Donnell Dean gets his hand on that pass. They don't secure it. The Tigers get it. Tyleik goes in there and deflects it again. Gets the steal, and he gets fouled. Foul by number 21, Jahir Kabiza. He did not agree with the reach, and he said that he got fouled. That's how they got the steal, and then he reached in to trip up Tyleik to draw the personal foul, sending Tyleik Evans to the line to shoot 1-and-1. First free throw up and no good, so that foul didn't hurt. Quick shot up, 3-point, no good. And we got a reach in by Donnell Dean. Another offensive rebound by the Tigers. That is what is keeping them in this game. It's a 5-point lead. 3:46 left to go in the first half. The score is 30-25. And guess who's back at the free throw line for the Tigers? You guessed it, number 20, Tucker. But we have a lane violation on the Tigers. Chargers basketball. Thank you, thank you, Tigers, for entering the lane too fast on that 1-and-1 attempt. But I tell you, that Darryl Tucker Jr. kid is really playing a heck of a game this first half of this game. He's single-handedly keeping the Tigers into this basketball game. Donnell Dean with the ball. Probes the defense, drops it off to Tyleik Evans. Back over to Gibbons. 3-ball up. No good. We got a foul on Donnell Dean with the push in the back. That's his second personal foul. Quickly off the bench is number 13, Justin Gibbons, and number 3, Kevon Davenport, who would check into the game. And Gibbons and Gibbons and Dean comes out. 1-on-1. And rebound secured by Justin Bridges for the Chargers. Tyleik brings it into the front court. Sets up the offense. Ballinger with the ball. Drop it off to Davenport for 2. Great dribble drive penetration and the dump off two by Ballinger. And here comes the trap. A great timeout by the Tigers of Central Georgia Tech, because that guard was right there in no man's land at the half-court line. It's 2:56 left to go in the first half. The score is 32-25 in favor of the Chargers. We are having technical difficulties, and we do apologize about that. Once we get that back up and running here shortly, so we can get the video broadcasting going. But I will keep you guys informed on what is going on in the game for the rest of the first half. And like I said, the score is 32-25 in favor of the Chargers. 2:56 left to go in the first half, and it is Tigers ball. The Tigers get it in. There we go. We're back. A lot of pressure by the Chargers here. Looks like their defensive intensity is picking up. Three ball up and no good. Rebound Chargers. Ballinger with the ball, brings it up floor. Drops it off to Tyleek, who probes, gets fouled, but no call. How do you miss that foul? And a block by Davenport. Quickly over to Ballinger, who throws it up to Bridges. Goes in, lays it up for 2 points. Great block by Davenport. Kicks it out to Ballinger, who throws the outlet pass to Bridges, and he finishes off. Shot up, no good. Another block by Davenport. Chargers basketball. .145 left to go in the first half. The score is 34-25. Chargers in the lead. Ballinger brings the ball up into the front court. Ballinger thinks about a three-pointer. No. Comes down, shoots the floater, and we got an offensive foul. Ballinger's second foul, or his first team foul for Ballinger. So we get a player control foul on one end, and we thought it was a player control foul on the other end. But the ball doesn't lie, as Rasheed Wallace will say, as Ballinger knocks the ball off the leg of the Tigers. Chargers basketball. Davenport shoots two. Great offensive call there on the out-of-bounds play. Davenport with an easy lay-in. Pull-up jump shot by the Tigers, and I don't know who lost the defensive assignment there, but somebody did, and that was an easy bucket by number 24, Mike Harden of the Tigers. Tyleek probes. Dumps it off to Ballinger, swings it over to Justin Bridges for three. No good. Jenkins goes up to get the rebound. No. Tigers rebound, number 2. And they bring it into the front court. Good hand by Ballinger with the steal. Tyleek Evans brings it down the floor, dumps it off to Bridges. Bridges goes up and scores a 2-point basket. It took him a while to get started. Oh, near steal by Tyleek Evans. That guy is quick as lightning. If you blink, he's gone. He almost stole that ball in just a straight dribble, and he dove in there to get a hand on it. And we got a player control offensive foul. Number 24, Mike Harden. A little out of control there. And guess who was in there to stick his nose in and take that charge again was number 2, Paris Ballinger. And he gets at least one of those type plays every single game. You have to reward a player like Ballinger that sacrifices his body to keep him in the basketball game. Bridges goes coast to coast and gets the 2-point basket just in time as the buzzer goes off for halftime. And just like that, the score is 40-27 in favor of your second-ranked Georgia Chargers basketball team. And we're ready for the start of the second half of this game. The score is 40-27 in favor of the Chargers. First half recap. It was a pretty tight game up until about the 6-minute mark of the first half, and then the Tigers had some costly turnovers, some unforced turnovers that the Chargers feed off of, and they busted the game open to what we have now. But back to live action. Ball goes in. Davenport goes up, and he gets fouled by number 5, Anthony Johnson, with the foul. Looks as though the Tigers made some defensive adjustments and come out with a zone on that first possession. Davenport sinks the first free throw. Second free throw is up and good. And here comes the man-to-man pressure by the Chargers. And the Tigers break it. They go inside to the post. Short corner. Big man goes to work. Jump hook. In and out. Rebound. Jenkins quickly over to Dean. Ballinger thinks about a three-pointer, no. Dumps it in to Davenport. Tyleek Evans for 3, no good. Looks like that shot was a little bit out of rhythm that Tyleek took. Quickly back into the front court are the Tigers of Central Georgia Tech. Turnover by the Tigers, and Davenport brings it up the floor, goes up, misses it, and he gets the foul. Foul on number 4, John Sillett. First personal foul on Sillett. At the lines, number 3, Kevon Davenport with 2. First shot is up and good. Second shot is good as well. 18:30 left to go in the basketball game. The score is 44-27 in favor of the Chargers. And the Tigers bring it into the front court. Parrish with the near steal. Blocked by Davenport on that shot attempt. Rebound Chargers. Tyleek Evans brings it into the front court. Drops it off to Ballinger for 3. 3-ball up and no good. Rebound by the Tigers, who quickly pushes it up into the front court. And we get it. Guess what? Guess who? Number 2. It's number 2. Paris Ballinger steps in, takes the charge. And it looks as though Ballinger, like I said at the start of this game, is out to prove a point, and that is he is a defensive player. A very good guard that plays very well on both sides of the floor. Tyleek squares up, shoots a 3, misses. Out of bounds, Tigers basketball. Tigers advance the ball up the floor. bring it back out and set up the half-court offense. Davenport with the steal, near steal. Ball bounces off of Davenport's leg. Shakari Jones in for number 1, Tyleek Evans. Near steal by Davenport, but the ball unfortunately bounces off his leg, out of bounds, to the Tigers. 3-point shot up and no good. Davenport with the rebound off to Jones, and we're off to the races. He drops it down to Ballinger, who goes up, takes the contact. 2 points, Paris Ballinger. Great drop-off pass by Shakari Jones, as the defender thought that he had got past him. And we get a block by Kevon Davenport on the dunk attempt. Number 5, Anthony Johnson, goes sky high, but Kevon Davenport says, "Not in my house," with the block on the dunk attempt. And we get a steal by Donnell Dean, drops it off to Ballinger, who throws it up, and Davenport misses the stuff in. And I don't think that Coach Gaffney was too thrilled about that alley-oop attempt by the Chargers. In great position to put this game away. You have to secure that bucket right there. Shot attempt up, no good. Out of bounds, Chargers basketball. Shakari Jones brings it up. Sets up the half-court offense for the Chargers. Over to Ballinger and down to Davenport in the short corner. Squares up. Attacks. Takes the bump. No foul. Rebound, Tigers. And we get a foul by Paris Ballinger on the reach in. Testing. Now, yep, we're back. Tigers basketball. Foul on Shakari Jones. Didn't look like much of a foul, but it is a foul called on Shakari Jones' first foul. Team second personal foul. Or team second foul. Layup attempt is up and good by number 1, Andrea St. Vista. Ballinger, Dean controls the offense, penetrates, goes up. Rebound, Emmanuel Griggs kicks it out to Jones, who wisely backs it out. And over to Dean, who sets up the offense. Looks like the Chargers are going to slow it down and use some shot clock here before they get a shot attempt up. Fritz Lucien just checked into the basketball game. Goes up. Crossover dribble. Lays it high off the glass for 2 points. Fritz Lucien, who just entered the basketball game. And they have been getting some big contributions from Fritz Lucien the second half of the season. got a foul on Fritz Lucian. Looks like Fritz gave up a right hand straight line drive penetration to the baseline. And 9 times out of 10, if you give up a baseline drive on a shot attempt and you get a little bit of body, it's going to be a foul called against you. First free throw up and no good. Second free throw up and good by number 24, Mike Harden. Quickly into the front court are the Chargers. Sakari up top with the ball. Looks like they go into a 1-4 set. Sakari dribbles, throws a floater off the glass with the miss. Rebound by the Tigers, and they're quickly into the front court. Not a whole lot of ball movement on that transaction down the floor by the Chargers. A highly contested floater jump shot. Shot attempt up, no good. Rebound Donnell Dean, and the Chargers are off and running again. Dean probes, kicks out to Jones, over to Fritz. Scar Jones out top. And Coach Gaffney wants him to bring it out, settle down, and get a good shot attempt here. Jones goes back, shoots the floater. Rebound Griggs. Pulls up for the mid-range jump shot, misses. Rebound secured by the Tigers. And it looks like we have a goaltending. Emmanuel Griggs with the block attempt. And he's still hobbling a little bit. Sakari goes down. Foul at number 20. Darryl Tucker Jr. with the foul. Sending Emmanuel Griggs to the line to shoot 2. 13:03 left to go in the ball game. The score is 48-32 in favor of the Chargers. First free throw attempt up and good by Griggs. Sakari Jones and Donald Dean out. Tyleek Evans and Will Gibbons in for the Chargers. Second free throw up, and it is good as well. Griggs in obvious pain. Is laboring up and down the floor. I think on the next possession or two, they'll probably let him play another couple of minutes or so, and they'll probably get him out of the game to get him seen about. And just like that, we have a steal by Tyleek Evans, who goes coast to coast, lays it up and in. Tyleek Evans with the steal and the coast to coast basket. Right back at you are the Tigers, and Fritz with a good foul on that. Fritz Lucian picks up another foul. His 4th personal foul. Team's 4th. First shot up and good. Guess who's back at the line for the Tigers? That will be number 20. Yes, again, number 20, Darryl Tucker Jr. This guy has been at the free throw line about as many times as James Harden of the Houston Rockets in the NBA. Misses the second one, and the Chargers give up yet another offensive rebound off of the free throw line. Shot attempt up, no good. Put back, no good by the Tigers. Tyleek comes out, and he turns the ball over. 1 2-minute steps by Tyleek Evans. Wow. We get a foul called on Davenport. Looks like it was a clean block to me, but unfortunately he's hit with the personal foul. Sending number 23, Sheldon Williams, to the line to shoot two. Back in live action, the Tigers made one of two free throws. Tyleek Evans brings the ball up for the Chargers. The score is 52-34 in favor of the Chargers. Evans puts on a couple of moves, brings it back up top, using the high screen by Davenport. Bridges, three ball, up and good. Tigers quickly up into the front court. Getting the ball over to number 10, Cameron Moy. Near steal by the Chargers, and there we go. Steal by the Chargers. Gibbons brings the ball up court. Kicks it out to Justin Bridges. Another three up. No good. Long on that three-point attempt. Number 20, Dara Tucker with the rebound. Foul on number 3, Kevon Davenport, his third personal foul. And the coaches can live with that foul by Kevon. He was just going after the rebound attempt. Was just a little too aggressive on that one. Another foul on number 3, Kevon Davenport. 17th foul for the Chargers. And the fouls are starting to pile up against the Chargers. Number 20, Darryl Tucker Jr. back at the line for the Tigers. First shot up and good. Checking into the game, number 15, Kevin Thomas Griffin comes in for Kevon Davenport. Checks out with 4 personal fouls. Both Fritz Lucien has 4. Kevon Davenport has 4. And Emmanuel Griggs is out with a lower leg injury. So Kevin Thomas Griffin has to step in and play big minutes. Looks like the Tigers have a scrambling defense coming up. 3-point shot up and good by Keymont Jenkins. We haven't called his name a whole lot this game, and we really haven't needed to, but he can get on fire quickly. Quickly into the front court, the Tigers. And moving the ball around side to side. Have a side screen and roll. Let's see if the Tigers will trap it. The Chargers will trap it. Yes, they do. Side attempt up. Steal by the Tigers. And we got a foul on 13, Justin Bridges. Number 21 at the line, Jahir Kabiza. First free throw attempt up and no good. In for the Tigers, number 5 and number 2. Tyrone Young and Anthony Johnson in for the Tigers. Second free throw attempt up and no good. But they get an offensive rebound on the free throw line yet again. 3-point shot up and good Number 10, Cameron Moy with the three-point shot. Tyleek Evans in the front court with the ball. Goes baseline, drops it off to Gibbons. Gibbons goes in, misses. And Tyleek patches it out of that, pushes out of that with a steal. Goes up, misses the layup. Rebound Tigers, and they're bringing the ball into the front court. Shot attempt up, no good. Tyleek Evans with the rebound. Gives it over to Bridges. Bridges goes in, lays it up for 2 more points. That brings the score 60 to 38 in favor of the Chargers. 8:40 left to go in the game. Tigers have the ball in the front court. Kicks it out, number 2 with a three-point. No good. Justin Bridges with the rebound. And we're out on the break. Quickly over the Bridges at the top of the key. 3-ball up. No good. And Tyleek Evans comes out of that with the rebound and wisely pulls the ball out to run some shot clock. Bridges and Jenkins run a pick and pop. Bridges goes to the hole. Shot attempt is blocked. And Tigers are quickly back up the floor. Shot attempt up and good. Number 10, Cameron Moyi. And we get a timeout. 30-second timeout. Well, now it's changed to a full timeout by the Tigers of Central Georgia Tech. 7:52 left to go in the game. The score is 60 to 40 in favor of the number 2 ranked Georgia Highlands Chargers. And we're back. Chargers basketball. And the Tigers come out with a little pressure of their own. Tyleek Evans has the ball up top, probing the defense. Straight line drive. Block. Jenkins 3-ball up. No good. Tigers dodged a bullet that time. Usually when Keymont gets a wide open look like that, he is going to knock that shot down. Skip pass, shot attempt goes up, no good. Tyleek Evans with the rebound. Dumps it off to Emmanuel Griggs with a turnaround jump shot. And it's good. 3-point shot up and good. Number 0, Rashad Jones with the three. That shot attempt up and no good by Dean. We have a travel call on the other end. Tyler Evans brings the ball up. 6:25 left to go in the basketball game. The score is 62-43 in favor of the Chargers. Ball inside to Emmanuel Griggs, who goes up, shoots the fadeaway jump shot, and misses. He takes an extremely hard shot on that fadeaway with one hand. And we got a tie ball in favor of the Tigers. And back into the game is number 20, Darryl Tucker Jr. for the Tigers. Tucker has had a really good basketball game today. Really good game today. Very nice looking player for the Tigers. Shot attempt up and good. Chargers quickly get the ball out of bounds. Tyleik Evans with the ball. Kicks it over to Donnell Dean, who wisely slows it down and back over to Tyleik. You can pick your poison with Tyleik and Donnell Dean on the court at the same time. It's who you want to go at you. Tyleik Evans pulls up for three. Donnell Dean gets the rebound. Goes up. Shot attempt no good. Ball goes out of bounds on Dean. Davenport back in with the fourth personal fouls. Tigers in the front court. Near steal by Davenport. We got a trap up top. And Tucker gets the basket, takes the contact by number 20, Emmanuel Griggs with the foul. Third personal foul, team ninth foul, sending Mr. Darryl Tucker Jr. to the line yet again. Ballinger has the ball in the half court and drops it off to Dean, who goes to work in the post, goes up, shot attempt, up and good, and he gets the foul. Foul on number 0, Rashad Jones, sending Donnell Dean to the line to complete the three-point attempt. 4:42 left to go in the game. The score is 64-47 in favor of the Chargers. Donnell Dean at the line, and he completes the three-point play. Looks like the Chargers are going to pick it up here on defense. As usual, a lot of ball pressure, a lot of active hands. Tucker gets the ball, goes in, lays it up for 2 points. And Mr. Tucker is having a heck of a basketball game today against the Chargers. Ball goes back to Dean in the post. Goes up, takes the contact, misses. Griggs gets the rebound, muscles it up, drops it off to Davenport, who scores the basket. That was a good-looking drop-off by Emmanuel. He really doesn't have the lift in his legs right now with that lower leg injury to drop it off to Davenport for 2. Three-point shot up and no good. That's about the only thing that Tucker has missed today. Tigers get yet another offensive rebound. Donnell Dean with the steal. Off to Tyleik, who goes up, gets fouled, and misses the lay-in. He comes up a little hobbled. First free throw attempt up and good. Looks like number 32 and 24 back in for the Tigers. Sheldon Williams and Mike Harden. Or is that Lester Roches and Mike Harden are in the game. Second free throw attempt up and no good. Tigers bring it up into the front court. High screen and roll. Looks like they go from the screen and roll and try to get a duck down. Now we have a three-point shot attempt, no good. Emmanuel Griggs with the rebound on a bad wheel, and Donnell Dean comes out of there and wisely brings the ball back up top to run some clock with 2 minutes and 50 seconds left to go in this game with a pretty nice lead of 68-49. That was a wise decision by Donnell Dean to bring the ball back out. Shot attempt by Davenport off. Tigers are quickly back. They go up and they get a lay-in. Timeout, Tigers. 2:24 left to go in the game. The score is 68-51 in favor of the Chargers. .224 left to go in the game. They had a full timeout call by the Tigers. The score is 68-51, and the Tigers come with a little full-court press. And the Chargers beat it easily with Tyleik Evans, Paris, Ballinger, and Donnell Dean, along with Will Gibbons. And freshly in the game is number 23, Jordan Adams for the Chargers. Ballinger has the ball up top. Three-point shot up, no good. Ball did not touch the rim, so it's a 24-second or 30-second shot clock violation. Shot attempt up and good by number 24 of the Tigers. Tyleik Evans has the ball up top. I can just about guarantee you that nobody out there on the floor for the Tigers can stay in front of him. Oh, and they get the steal. And Tyleik gets it back, and he turns it right back over. He might have been wise to just bring that one out, but he misses it. Shot attempt goes up, miss. Jordan with the block, and they call a foul on Jordan Adams. Team 10th foul. Sending number 32, Lester Roches, to the free throw line. First free throw up and good. Also in the game, we have Shakari Jones and Justin Bridges. Ballinger and Tyleek Evans out. Looks like that lower leg injury on Emmanuel Griggs, number 20 for the Chargers, is ankle. He comes out with ice pack on his ankle, which is good news. Good thing it wasn't a knee. We have about 40 seconds left to go in this game, and the score is 68-55. And it was pretty much a one-sided game from late in the first half to the last remaining seconds of the second half. Shakari Jones goes in, loses control of the basketball. Out of bounds, Tigers ball. .1 seconds left to go in the basketball game. 68-55 is the score. Chargers basketball, and they really don't even have to bring it across half court. And that will do it. Final score, 68-55 in favor of the second-ranked Georgia Highlands Chargers, beating Central Georgia Tech Tigers. Thank you, folks, and good night.